Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Sonia and I have something to say. I have known ever since I was little that the gender that was assigned to me at birth isn't really my true gender. I have lived all my life as a female, but I know fully well that I am a man trapped in a woman's body. This is a very big change for me, especially as a Nigerian living in Nigeria. I come from a family that is really rooted in African morals, traditions, and on top of all of that, I was born a Christian. So this is a very big move for me. But then I feel like life is too short to be trapped in a body that is not mine. The gender assigned to me at birth isn't my real gender, and I want to come out now to the whole world as a man.
Make him whistle like a missile. Bomb, bomb.
So this is it, right? This qualifies me as a man. Okay, just identifying as a man qualifies me as a man, and I hope that I am now able to, register for the male sports competition. I will be able to compete with my fellow men on the track. I hope that I am able to do the things that other men are doing, just because I feel like I identify as one. One thing with social media algorithm is once you start consuming a particular kind of content, they start recommending that kind of content to you. And lately, I have been seeing a whole lot of transgender bullshit.
Bridges, love them.
When it comes to the LGBTHD, I don't know, the alphabet community, the rainbow community, LGBTQHDI, HDMI, whatever. I understand that, this person says I'm a lesbian. I understand that, right? You're a woman attracted to a fellow woman, okay? I understand that, this person identifies as gay. All right, you are a man that you feel attracted to your fellow man. Even though, yes, when it comes to the tenets of Christianity and morals, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really match up. Because if everyone would be attracted to the same gender, then humanity is doomed, because there will be no form of procreation or whatever you have it. But that is still understandable. Like, how does an adult human male come up to say that I am a woman? Like, is it not shameful? Like, are you not ashamed? I feel like these things are getting out of hand because we give room to rubbish. I'll give you a little backstory. Growing up, of course, I knew I was a girl. I was born a girl, and there's nothing in this world that would even make me think otherwise. But then, as I got into secondary school, I realized that I was having facial hair. My legs are very hairy, my back is very hairy, my face is very hairy, and this is male pattern hair growth. All right, it's not just like fine vellus hair. This is actual beards growing on my face. And would I wake up in the morning and say, you know what? Because these hairs are growing on my face like this, I think I am a man. I think that there is a mistake somewhere. All right. On top of all that, I remember a time that I was in JS3, SS1. I was acting like a tomboy. Thursdays were my favorite days in school because on Thursdays we normally wear our sports wear, which is like shorts and a t-shirt. Okay. So I would always sag and, just be bouncing, when you see me rolling, I'll just be bouncing, the kind of stuff. Because I felt like, what, guy, how fun. I just, had that, and I wasn't looking very feminine at the time. If maybe I'm abroad now and I'm doing all of those things, the beards are coming, I'm acting all tomboyish. Shebi now my woke mom or my woke father will now come and say, oh, you know what, she needs gender reassignment. she's truly a man trapped in a woman's body, or she's really a boy in a girl's body, and they'll now go and do gender reassignment. And then when I now come of age and outgrow the bullshit I was doing back then, I'll now be living my life in regrets. Because I feel like this is actually the case for most of these people. Some of them, it's just childishness that is worrying them, and by the time they now come of age, they realize that what they are doing does not make sense. Some of them, they just have mental issues. Okay, you see, there's this thing that they normally say in Igbo land: a madman does not know that he's mad. His people around him that will tell him that he's mad. You see a madman, you're telling him you're mad, the madman will be like, no, you're the one that is mad. If you're mad, you don't know that you're mad. That is just it. If you're insane, you don't know that you're insane. Some of these people, they just need to go to a psychiatrist. You need to be diagnosed of something. I don't want a situation whereby a teacher that is supposed to be teaching my child, and I know that you are an uncle, you now come and be identified as an auntie. What do you think that you're doing to those children's brain? Like, what do you think? You're opening a whole new world of useless possibilities for them, and it makes absolutely no sense. The thing that is alarming about this whole situation is that there are different books now that have been introduced into the curriculum to teach people about the different types of genders, right? No longer male and female. They now have different types of genders. There is this particular picture book that has left me in awe. Like, I have been shook, all right? This is a Macmillan book, and it's a picture book for children, and the title is It Feels Good to Be Yourself. And there are some characters in that book, like children, and the first one is Ruthie. She is a transgender girl. Ruthie, a transgender girl. And then we have Xavier, who is Ruthie's cisgender brother. Okay, so Ruthie was born as a boy, but along the line, she finds out that, she's meant to be a girl. So Ruthie is a transgender girl. And then we now have Ruthie's brother, who is Xavier, and Xavier is a cis gender brother. Like, Xavier was born a boy, and yes, he is truly a boy. And then we have Alex, who is neither a boy or a girl, and we have JJ, who is a child that is on a wheelchair. All right, so these are like main characters in a book for children: a transgender girl, a cisgender male, a non-binary human, and somebody else on a wheelchair. Like, someone that is even 8, 9, how do you explain the term cis to them? What is cis? Like, what is cis to them? Like, what's the aim of this book? Like, what is the aim of this book? To let people know that, to let children know that they can be anything that they wish to be. I understand the idea of making children comfortable in their own skin, but there are limits to this thing. There is a reason why they are called children. There is a reason why at a certain age someone is considered a child, and at a certain age someone is considered an adult. All right? If you would allow a child to make life-changing decisions as a child, what's the essence of adulthood then? Right? What's the essence of saying, oh, you can't do this till you're 18, you can't do this till you're 21? If outside of the country you cannot buy alcohol if you're not up to 21 or 18, then tell me why you should be able to make life-changing decisions as a child who is 9, 10, 11. Why would you make such decisions then? So which one is the weightier problem? Buying alcohol or changing your gender? Like, which is it? If we feel like children are so small that they cannot make rational decisions for themselves, why then do we allow them to make these decisions? Or why do we now introduce them to these concepts? Yesterday, I saw also that a headline saying that the UK has introduced anal sex and masturbation as something in their curriculum. Something in their curriculum. And there is even a picture book to support it. It's there's this saying that says it gets better. It can only get better. It's getting worse. It's getting worse, and my God. Now, when you look at the issues that are going on now, talk about the California prison rapes, men that identify as women are raping fellow women in prison. Haba. The surprising part is that there are people that are backing this thing up. They come and tell you, There is a medical term that is called gender dysphoria. Some of them are suffering from gender dysphoria. What is gender dysphoria? Let's ask Google. Gender dysphoria is the feeling of discomfort or distress that might occur in people whose gender identity differs from their sex assigned at birth or sex-related physical characteristics. Who assigns it to you? It's either you're a man or you're a woman. If your mother gives birth to you and they look at your genitalia and you are a man, then you are a man. And if you claim that, oh, this thing was not assigned, the gender that was assigned to me, shut up. Nothing was assigned to you. It is what you are. It is who you are. You are a man is that you're a man. And then, yes, because nothing is perfect, there are people that do have some level of hormonal imbalance. Like maybe as a man, you have high level of estrogen in your body, and then it makes you to display some kind of feminine tendencies. Does that make you a woman? No. As a woman myself that has a high level of testosterone, that wouldn't make me to come out tomorrow and say that, you know what, I am a man, except maybe they're now dashing money and they say, okay, it's only men that are giving, if you are giving everybody 10 million naira now, so if you are a man, they give you 10 million naira. Of course, I will identify as a man now if it is like that. I hope you will not have any problem with that if I come to identify as a man. Subscribe to my channel.